The tiger is an apex predator that feeds mostly on ungulates like deer and wild boar. It is a territorial and solitary but gregarious predator that requires huge continuous regions of habitat to meet its prey requirements and offspring rearing. Have you ever seen a tiger hunt a python? What about a crocodile? If you like tigers, even if you don't, it's time to watch as we count down 14 incredible tiger battles got on film. Number 14. Tiger versus cow. Tigers will hunt whatever they can get their paws on, so if they happen to come across a bunch of cows, they will definitely take a go at it. In our first clip, this overweight tiger seems to have hit the jackpot as this cow is placed in its enclosure. The tiger begins the chase, but it is extremely slow, so it takes a bit of time for it to catch up to the cow. What I don't understand is that there are spectators watching this hunt. Is this a new concept for a circus I haven't heard about? I guess it is, because a tractor removes the dead cow after the kill. I honestly didn't think humans could stoop so low, but I guess I'm not surprised. These tigers live in a tiger resort because tigers are lone hunters, so having many tigers in the same place can only mean one thing. It's lunchtime at the tiger resorts. Finally, this tiger sneaks up on a cow and tackles it from behind. The cow fights back, but the tiger is too powerful. The cow succumbs and the tiger eats. Number 13. Tiger versus tiger. Tigers would hunt each other if there is a reason, but it is not in their nature. The felines compete for a territory, and they ferociously defend that territory from other tigers. They may expand their territory to include places with a healthy prey base. These two tigers are involved in a crazy fight, but that's because they share the same enclosure. However, two tigers fighting can be cute, just like these two little ones in this video. Next, these two tigers seem to be gearing up for a conflict as they study one another, slowly circling each other. Is anything going to happen, or is this part of a friendly ritual? In this video, two tigers stare at one another on this roadside until they clash and go at it furiously. Now this is a battle worth filming. They get back up again and being the staring game once more. Until the next episode, which we don't get to see. Finally, another violent clash of epic proportions occurs when this huge tiger flanks another tiger and they go at it for a few seconds, until one of the tigers stays laying down on the ground. Number 12. Tiger versus deer. Tigers consume a wide variety of prey, from insects to elephant calves. Large-bodied prey weighing 45 pounds or more, such as deer, represent an important part of their diet. In our first video, this tiny deer tries to escape the grips of this tiger, but the tiger makes the kill. Next, a huge tiger needs at least 12 pounds of meat every day to survive. This tiger-filled watering hole may appear to be an all-you-can-eat buffet, but this tiger requires stealth and quickness to make the kill. He gallops across the water, which already makes it harder, but it's also more difficult for the deer to escape, and the tiger eventually catches up to one of the deer and makes the kill. It must be so intimidating for the deer when they see a beast like that run across the water to kill them. So much so that it wouldn't surprise me if some of the other deer freeze out of total fear. Deer work together in groups and warn one another of dangers lurking in the horizon. However, once a tiger isolates a deer, especially a young one, it's time to say the Our Father a few times. Finally, this deer becomes lunch for this tiger that lives in a wildlife sanctuary. I guess they have to feed the tigers live animals, so it mimics their life in the wild. Either that, or the deer wanted to see if the tiger could catch it. Number 11. Tiger versus wild boar. Tigers will hunt wild boar if they have to, but the wild boar is not an easy prey to capture. So if there is something more appealing on the menu, tigers will avoid hunting the wild boar. Nonetheless, the tiger is such a powerful hunter that no matter what animal it targets in the wild, it's almost a sure kill. And you can see for yourself in this video that this wild boar didn't last long. Next, this young tiger jumps out of the water to attack this huge male wild boar. The tiger is inexperienced, nervous, and indecisive, but gets the job done. The only problem is it doesn't kill the boar and it begins chewing on its back while the boar is still alive. Another wild boar is biting the dust, and as this tiger is trying to bring it down, just the squealing of the animal is enough to make your heart pound. Our next wild boar that finds the end of the road is ambushed by a tiger and brought down. It's obvious that tigers rule the land wherever they go. Number 10. Tiger versus leopard. Leopards can be killed by lions, hyena groups, or painted dogs in Africa, and by a tiger in Asia. Leopards go to tremendous pains to avoid being spotted by predators, hunting at different times and often pursuing different prey than their competitors, as well as resting in trees. A tiger, known to local researchers as ST3, can be seen crossing the road with a leopard's carcass in its mouth after a brief fight in the woods. Tigers have been known to kill other predators, even bears, and the leopard's diminutive size shows it's a subadult. Number 9. Tiger versus bear. Tigers hunt huge animals such as deer, moose, wild boar, and yes, bears. Although predominantly Himalayan bears, the latter account for 5% of all major meals on the tiger's menu. When natural prey becomes scarce in Russia, the Siberian tiger turns towards the brown bear for nourishments. Siberian tigers and North American grizzly bears are solitary hunters. The Siberian tiger, on the other hand, is capable of taking down a large meal and is the main predator over their grizzly. Tigers have an even easier time with sloth bears, except when it is a mother sloth bear protecting her young. Watch how this mom fights the tiger like it's the last day of their life, and this is no short battle. The bear takes it to the tiger, so much so that the tiger eventually gives up